Good morning, everyone. This is Paul Womble in the Polk County Emergency Operations Center with our Friday morning update on our response and now beginning recovery efforts for Hurricane Milton. First and foremost, we're going to talk about the conditions in Polk County. There are still areas we know without power, without electricity, and also some communication challenges with cellular and data and internet connectivity. That's normal. We're barely about 30 or so hours after the hurricane. Electrical companies, power companies, they made significant restorations over the last about 24 hours. So please be patient. We're not able to answer your questions here in the Citizens Information Line about when will power be restored, and we're not able to relay all those reports directly to the power company. So please continue to use their telephone numbers, their websites. We're working with them constantly, and they understand the importance of restoration of power efforts. I want to talk about debris, especially vegetative debris, trees down, limbs, those things, or even if you've had, especially in the areas that have flood, you may have pieces of your fence, those kind of things. The message is take it to the curb, get it out to the edge of your yard. Don't put it in the road. Don't block the road. Don't block driveways. Don't stack it on. You may have power transformers, electrical transformers. You may have telephone or internet, other hardware, other devices that are in your yard. They're on the right of way. Don't stack the debris on top of those, please, because at some point a truck with a big hook will come in and pick that debris up, put it in a truck to take it away, and that will damage infrastructure. It could damage electricity, could damage communication. So stack the debris, vegetative, leaves, yards, limbs, stack it by the road in its own pile. If you have furniture, I saw last night on the way home and this morning in the way to work, I saw some furniture, I saw some fences that were stacked on top of the debris piles. It has to be separated. If you help us by separating those types of debris into their own piles, we'll help you to get it up faster, because if it's not separated, it will delay. Any questions about debris management in Polk County, we have a debris hotline. It's open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 1-833-843-1920. 833-843-1920. Any and all debris questions, go to the debris hotline. Again, it's 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. until further notice. What are we doing today? What's our focus? Yesterday was about response, search and rescue, life safety. Obviously, safety continues all the time. We're focusing today on really several things, but two that are important. One is the assessment of the damage. Our damage assessment teams began their work yesterday. They will continue through the weekend. We've had some questions about some specific areas in North Lakeland. Was it a sinkhole? Was it a flood? What caused the damage? The hurricane caused the damage. We are assessing structures. We're assessing roadways. We know there's roadways that are still flooded. We know there's right-of-way impacts. Again, safety. We are assessing today to make sure that all those areas that are safe, if they need to be blocked off, if other actions need to be taken, we're doing that. The assessment as to homes and businesses, that helps us understand the services that are needed in our county, and also helps us get state and federal disaster programs turned on to get them approved. So we're working on those. So you'll see damage assessment teams. You'll see other assessments as well, but you'll see county folks and the cities. They're out today en masse, and so you may see people coming around taking pictures and trying to assess what's going on. So that work is ongoing. Shelters, we have consolidated shelters down to from, again, our high of 20 shelters. We only have just a handful of people. The primary goal today is to get special needs shelters at McKeel Academy High School and the shelter at Ridge Community High School in Davenport that were open. We're consolidating those down to a county facility in Bartow. The school board by tomorrow will not have any shelters in Polk County Public Schools. They're doing their assessments of schools today to make sure that everything is safe. What efforts do they need to take to be able to return to school? And the school board will keep you updated on that and what their plan is as to when schools will be open. The other thing we began pre-planning for mass care, which might be mobile feeding, distribution of water, food, etc., in the impacted areas. You'll see some efforts begin today. We'll have more details at our 4:30 p.m. brief this afternoon on some more specifics. But just know we've got local partners engaged with us. United Way of Central Florida, One More Child, Freedom Tour, Polk County Parks and Recreation is the lead agency for us, along with emergency management staff, and the Polk County Sheriff's Office and other partners will begin those efforts today. Also with power restoration, restaurants are back open or coming open, stores are coming back open. So between our efforts in the areas that were most impacted, where there are no resources, in the parts of the county where services are restoring, we'll have more information later today and through the weekend at our briefs, and most importantly on our website at www.polk-county.net. That's the updates from here. Any questions in the room?
Paul, I know that the county would prefer people do not drive at this moment, but some folks might not have any choice. What do they need to know if they're on the roads?
Yeah, if you're some parts of Polk County look fairly normal. My drive home last night, it was dark. There was water across the roadway. There were trees that had fallen and the initially cut simply to get the roadway open. But if you didn't know that tree was there, it was dark, no power in the area. It wouldn't take much to be off the road, potentially into the water, into the tree. So it's getting better, but there's still areas where it's very unsafe. So just be careful. The other thing I really want to talk about are traffic signals. Again, on the way home last night and on the way in this morning, there are intersections, some large intersections, that the traffic lights are not restored yet, whether there's no electricity. We know in some parts of Polk County, there's actual damage to the traffic signals. You may see them hanging down or they may be gone. Those intersections are four-way stops. It will be bad to have an injury or a traffic crash because somebody ran through an intersection without stopping. Those are four-way stops. Please don't drive through those intersections. If you're not sure, just stop, make sure it's safe. So safety is the key. Again, there's still areas that are inaccessible because of flood. There are some areas that are isolated. We've seen we've seen contamination in floodwaters from gas from vehicles. You just don't know what's in the floodwaters. So please stay out of the floodwaters. And the last thing is just patience. Power companies and line crews, telecommunication companies, folks that are inspecting damage and beginning repairs. They are working 24 hours a day to take care of Polk County. So just be patient. Please take care of yourselves and please stay safe. Thank you.